Welcome, this is Amok here, and I'm gonna make a little video of general information about Warframe, some beginning tips for new players. So first off, this is the solar system where we start playing off. You start on this planet right here, Mercury, this system, and you start on this mission, but I'll talk about that later. First off, well, this is this. You have here you have the chat bar. You have here the global chat bar. If you're in a clan, you have a clan bar. Right over here, all the people. And recruiting is for I don't really know actually. So up next is this is your bar, your static bar. You can even change the logo if you want to. Here you get your states. You can see your states, what rank you are, and how much points you need to get to the next level. Profile is clan statics, a little lore about game, and so on. Here's leaderboards where you stand in general public in the whole world. This was last weekend event, that's why it's called Fomorian Sabotage. And here's a little tutorial for people that don't know how to play the game a little, so you better check that as well. Okay, now I'm going to go to Arsenal. Here you can customize your Warframe weapons and pistols, whatever. First off, let's go to Warframe. Here you can select which Warframe you want. I get different kinds, and you can just pick them by clicking on it. So equip cancel, but I don't need to switch anything. Here are the revives you have. In each day you get 4 revives. If you die, you can choose to revive yourself or forfeit the mission so that you have to start all over again. By using revive, you can start where you died, so that could come in handy in big and difficult missions. Here is the place for sentinels. If you click here, you can choose which sentinel you want. This is the sentinel weapon. You can customize even the weapons with the mods you want, and so on, but I'll talk about this later. And here you can do the same with Warframe. You can select a sentinel here, and here you can customize color, and here the mod of the sentinel as well. Well, in the color part, well, you don't have a lot of colors to choose from. You start with the classic paint palette. You only have one row, but if you want more colors, well, you have to purchase some plastic this here. That's currency that you have to buy with real money, so that you can buy color palettes, Warframe, weapons, whatever. And so on. So I bought this one, so you can see I have more colors now to choose from to customize whatever I want. And here here you can also choose some different skins if you want, but that's only for weapons. I'll come back to that later. Here you have some items you can put in, like for instance, if you're low on health and you're doing defense missions, you can give yourself health or group health or even ammo, like here, for instance. Now here we have 3 kind of weapons: you have primary, secondary, and melee. I'll start off with primary. Primary has different kinds of mod sets. Primary consists of shotgun and rifle mods, and even sniper mods. Now here you have different kind of symbols on your mods, V, and a stripe, and let's see, and a triangle here. So let's see what else we have. That's about it. And each mod has its own states with it. Here's for instance 60, but it's already maxed. So if you look here, this is the beginning mod. It only has 10. And if you want to upgrade them, just click here on mods, and you can choose which mods you want. This is just all the mods, but you can also choose the ones you have installed on the weapon, for instance, or all the Warframe mods you can put on, or just primary, secondary, melee, sentinel mods. This is aura mods. That's something new, but I'll talk about it later. and here fusion cores. With fusion cores, you can use them to upgrade your mods. I'm going to show you one right now. If I click this for instance and I want to max it, just click on fusion so that it will start, and you can click whatever mod you want to put in it like this, and it will go up. You can see it goes up a bit, but it works better if you use the same mod. So if I use this, if I put everything away and I click on this mod, it rises very dramatically. But if I click this one, it doesn't rise as much because it's not the same thing. And if I use a fusion core, that's very good for every kind of mod you want. It also raises very well. So if you really want to mod something, try to collect the most different of the same mods, I mean. And if you really can't get those mods, you can always use fusion core to max them. So that's a bit the modding system. All different kind of mods for pistols and secondary and melee. For the Warframe, there's one new slot here. That's auras. That's something new. It also boosts the Warframe, but also your allies. So if, for instance, you have steel charge and other player also has steel charge, you won't get 12%, but 24. So that's because the allies also get them, and if someone else has it, you also get it. But what's also very handy, with the auras, you also get extra points to put mods on. I'll explain how this works because I'll just make my inventory empty. Well, you start off with 60 points to spend, but normally you start with 30. But if you put a reactor in, you get double the points. So okay, if I put 60 in, if I put a reactor in, you get 60 points. So that's the max you can have. But with these auras, look, it rises. You get even more points. The more points, the more mods you can put on, max level and whatever. But if you can look, if I put one on, it decreases. But if you put it on the same sign as the one it has, it doesn't cost so much, because look, now it's 95 or 59 I mean, and if I put it here, it's 64. So you have to look around and try to make sure everything is the same. Let's see what else. In context, you can look at your friends. So I only have one online, so if I see correctly. This is the clan tab. Here you can see all the people that are online in clan and offline and still wanting to join. In the foundry is a place where you buy blueprints, and if you buy blueprints, it will all come here, and will show you what resource you need to build it. Here you can here you see you need it takes 12 hours to build it, and you will need neurodes, organs, and all those things. To gather materials, you need to go do missions on different planets, systems, whatever. For the neurodes are only obtainable in some places, and organ cells as well. Salvage you can also get in some places. Because look here, if you highlight a system, you can see you need morphics, ferret. If you can get morphics, ferret, polymer bundles, and detonite ampoules on this one, and on this one is something different: salvage, circuits, null sensors, and mutagen sample. That's why you have to farm do missions to get these equipments and stuff. The last part I'm going to talk about is the market here. There's different tabs here. Here you can get the real currency money that you have to pay with real money, but you don't have to do it to play the game. So here's some things you can see here: color packs that you need to change stuff. Here you can buy the Warframes if you have the real money, but you can also buy the blueprints. so that you can see what you need for the Warframe itself. And here are the weapons. You can also here you have some free currency, in-game currency you can use, that you can buy weapons with and stuff. But most of them are paid with real money. But most of them you can get the blueprints from. Like here, you can just buy the blueprints like this. But you need to collect materials to build them. So here's some equipment and stuff. Here are the color palettes I mean, right here. That you need to buy them in order to use it. And one new addition to this update is that you have clan keys and Orcan and Void keys. With these keys you can do different kind of missions: raid, exterminate, defense. There are very many different types of missions. Raid, for instance, is one of them. Exterminate, defense. Raid will disappear later on in the game, the developers told us. So if you're still new to the game, I should definitely play some raid before it leaves, so you know what it was before it left. The clan key is a key where if you're in a clan, you get a blueprint of it, and then you have to build it. Once it's done, it comes here, and if you click on it and you use it, you can go to the dojo of the clan. It's a very big place, and you can research things, buy very powerful weapons, blueprints. You can even do PvP matches with your clan members. Even do some racing on a parkour. So this is the dojo a little bit. Gonna walk you through some neat things in the dojo. For instance, here on the left and on the right as well is the arena. Here you can do some PvP matches. Each one sits on these two places. Energy comes at these places and you can fight each other. Here, for instance, are two people already fighting each other. It's pretty fun to see. I'm even organizing some tournaments if you're interested. Take a look at the other videos. And here's is the parkour map that we have built in. It's pretty fun. It does take a while, especially those pillars over there. They're a pain, but it's fun. It's fun. So let's take you to the other side of the dojo. There's some members walking around, I guess. Well, this is a big place. I have to walk a lot. So here on the right, we have still an end type. We're not sure what we're going to build here yet. So here you have different kind of buildings that you can put in, but our clan leaders have to choose which one they want to put in. Here's, for instance, a reactor that powers up the dojo. Without energy we can't build stuff, so it's very important. And they are following me. So I'm gonna take you to the research center. Here you can research new blueprints for powerful weapons. For instance, here are some research center. If you click F, you can see the different kind of weapons you can build. If you want to build one of these weapons, you will need these. These are one of the resources you need to build them. So you probably need some of them to build one of these weapons. Same goes for the other research centers. There are 3 in total. Not sure if I'm going to add another one. Would be nice. Here's, for instance, another part, another 2 weapon blueprints, and this is also a material that has to go in these 2. And here's the last research center. See, the same 2 weapons blueprints again, and another resource that has to go in one of these weapons. So this was a quick run through through our dojo. Okay, let's go back. Okay, we're back again. On the left side you get to see some news of things that have passed. Here was recently a weekend event, and this was the last weekend event. Was pretty nice. Some new missions that you had to do. And under the news there are alerts. With alerts you can do missions that earn you more gold, even rare items if you have your question mark. If you have a question mark you can get all kinds of stuff. I don't know, blueprints, reactors, catalysts for Warframe or weapons, anything. It's pretty good, but the enemies will be a little stronger than normal, so make sure you have your best weapons loadout with you. One other thing I need to tell you about is this part. I told you that if you put this in you get, instead of 30, 60 points. But if you're maxed your Warframe, max level 30 by the way, you can format it. With a format you can add a polarity slot like the dash or the V shape to make sure to put the amount of cost the cost the mod needs in half. So if you need some space if you don't have any space of points to spend, you can always format it to get some points back. But if you format it, it will go back to level 0, so you have to start all over again, but you will have another polarity slot, so that could come in handy if you need one. Okay, now I'm gonna show you a little gameplay. You can see the different types of missions: sabotage, rescue, exterminate, another rescue, sabotage, capture, and here's a assassination. That's mostly boss fights. So let's start with the first one. It's easier for me. So first, I forgot to tell you about. Up here is the button online. You can put it on whatever you want, private, so that only you can host invite people as friends. Invite only is almost same, but except you invite people. Private is only your friends can join you, and solo is that you want nobody to join, that you play solo offline. So I'm just gonna go online. Doesn't matter if someone joins or not. So I'll just pick this one. So and then you just play now to start. So we're now in game. So we have some players. You have some allies with you, and some Greniers. That's a kind of faction type. There are 3 factions in total: Infested, Corpus, and Grenier. And if you go in Void, it's a kind of a mixture of the Corpus and Infested. Well, this is low level, so this isn't really hard for me. So I'll skip till the boss fight so that you can see the first boss of Mercury. So be right back. So I'm back again. Here's the boss. Here's the boss. So this was the boss. We just defeated them, and now we can run to the extraction point. That's where you can finish the game. So I'll skip to the extraction point. You can see how it looks like most of the time. It changes, so not always the same. So this is the extraction point. This is how it looks like most of the time. So this was everything I could think about that you need to know. So if there's anything else you want to know, or just ask, or comment me, or add me on Steam, I have the same name, so won't be any problem, or just add me in the contact list. I'm AMOG, so see you there, guys. I hope this helped.